Hi, Joe here again with oathealth.com, and I wanted to share with you something that is becoming increasingly evident as I look at what we eat. It seems like for many years we've been moving away from real food to fake food alternatives. Just in the last decade, it seems that people are starting a real food revolution and returning to the foods we've eaten for thousands of years. The truth is, though, we have a long way to go. There are still many things in our food that do not qualify as real food. That is what I want to talk about today. To look into this issue, we first need to realize the impact that petroleum and coal tar have on our lives. We may not realize it much, but we are surrounded by petroleum and coal tar byproducts. We don't only burn these products as sources of energy, we also wear them, walk on them, drink from them, ride on them. You may not have realized it, but also heavily influences our food supply in the form of pesticides, fertilizers, and fuel for farm equipment. They even find their way into our food, dietary supplements, and medicine. In fact, most of our medicines come from petroleum and coal tar products. Many vitamins also come from these sources, and even processed food are filled with these derivatives. It can also be used as artificial colors and flavors to make us think that we are eating real food. And it's most evident when you see things like blueberries, when there's no blueberries in things like blueberry cereal, or less than 2% avocado and guacamole dip, or the fact that strawberry milkshakes are made with more than 40 ingredients. These are food imposters, and they're everywhere. It takes a keen eye to find them. Many of these items can fool our senses of taste, smell, and sight to make us think that we're eating real food. It's only by looking at the ingredient list that we can tell if we are getting the real deal. Fake food products are considered to be some of the greatest advances of our time. It's amazing to see how much time and effort we spend as humans trying to find new ways to add petroleum and coal tar to our food supply, dietary supplements, and medicines. You would think technological advances in food and health would include ways to get more nutrient-dense foods like kale and blueberries into our diets. And I guess it was somehow smarter to take a bunch of high-calories, low-nutrient ingredients and make them seem like real food by adding petroleum and coal tar products. From a standpoint of improving health, this doesn't make a lot of sense. It seems like the science of food evolves. It seems like it's going forward, but really the truth of the health effects of food are moving backwards. The one thing that was accomplished through the last 100 years of fake food science was food got cheaper. Yes, and expensive, less expensive than compared to real food, which makes it hard to break free from real fake food. But I'm really referring to cheaper in the sense of lesser quality. By replacing real food with artificial food, we've removed most of the benefits food offers, added a bunch of new chemicals, and some of which we don't even know about their toxicity issues. The irony is that even though we opted for cheaper fake food, it doesn't mean we're actually spending less money. We have just taken all the money we would have spent on food and moved it into our medical expenses budget. Our medical budget, of course, goes mainly to medicines that are made from petroleum and coal tar products. So ironically, it seems like the more we consume fake foods full of petroleum and coal tar products leads to us consuming more petroleum and coal tar products. While we're not able to turn this thing around very easily, we can start by taking a step to help us break free. I think one of the best places to start to switch out artificial flavorings for real herbs and spices. Using herbs and spices to flavor food is a lost art. We have heavily relied on food companies to determine what food should taste like. Real herbs and spices have a depth of flavor that can't be replicated by some synthetic chemicals. We have become so accustomed to these overpowering flavors, these artificial flavors, that the subtle flavors of food can tend to disappear. The next week or so, we want to discuss with you some of the downside of fake food chemicals that are tricking our taste buds. We'll also get into the benefits of real herbs and spices and try to give you some practical advice on how to get started improving your health by adding herbs and spices. And I'll see you next time.